Ouch! Jack, that hurt. I wanted to buy that house at one time, but it turns out it's not a house. I got these people behind me that's in a hurry. I got somebody in front of me that's not. Somebody coming. Oh, geez, that's a big bump. Again, it's empty. Jeez. Road got a little bit rougher. The place that I'm at, the weather's clear. I pulled up air data. We've got 4-mile-an-hour gusts. So, man, it's going to be a rough flight today, I think. The question that you've all been asking yourselves, Kevin, what are we doing today? I'm glad that you asked. I'm going to tell you right now because it comes from yet another viewer comment. A couple weeks ago, we did a video where I came to this very park and I placed different landing zones or landing pads out in this field that goes a 1/4 mile long. And I was taking off and landing in different areas or different sections of this 1/4 mile stretch to see if I was able to launch and land from different distances. Now, we made it all the way to a 1/4 mile. We could have gone even farther, but we ran out of land. There was a question that came up while I was flying. While I made a comment that I was going to do that test in cine mode because it required a lot of precision. And you know me and precision. Again, not the point of the story. Well, as I was landing on the pads or trying to, I noticed that the drone kept moving, and I made another comment saying, I'm in cine mode. I don't know why it's so difficult to land. Well, Nobby Green pointed out something that I wasn't even thinking about. He says, one thing you mentioned that you were flying in cine. You were actually in normal mode each time you took off. That's the default irrespective of what it says on the screen. You have to click back to normal, then to cine to be in cine. I guess you already knew this. Well, apparently I didn't. We did make a video about this a long time ago where we showed the drone take off and I had the switch in cine or sport, but it was actually still in normal mode, and that's part of what he's talking about. But I wasn't aware, wasn't thinking about every time that you land and launch, it switches back to normal mode. So that's what we're going to test today. We're going to see if, in fact, you launch, you swap over to cine mode, you fly out, you land somewhere, and then you relaunch and you're still in cine mode. Are you truly still in cine mode, or did it revert back to the normal mode? So let me get all this stuff set up. I got to get Jack out of the box because he's the one that we used for that last test. I want it to be fair again. And we're actually in the same spot. So this should be a pretty fair test. I need to come out here and put down a couple landing pads so I can fly from one spot to another. There is a tugboat. I got to get Jack up in the air. There's a tugboat right now. Oh, crap. I'm going to miss this tugboat. Come on! I got to get this boat.
Take off. The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
Feel it now every time I leave. It hits me hard and it cuts me deep. I'm 1,000 miles from happiness, 1,000 miles from you.
Go home.
Well, I had a thing happen. I had to hurry up and go out there and record this boat because it's the first time I've seen a boat come through here since I've been here. So that was pretty cool. I've shut everything off and I restarted everything, and right now we're in really good shape. I got a brand new battery. I got 100%. We're using Jack, so I'll go to the About tab and show you Jack the drone. Our firmware is 1.03.0000 and our Fly App version is 1.4.8. This is the same setup that I used the other day when I was doing the launch and land test. So the question is, how are we going to know if it's still in cine mode or if it's reverted back to normal mode? Well, we did a test a really long time ago where we tested the different speeds of sport, cine, and normal. And we know that normal speed is 23.8 or something like that, or 22 miles an hour or something to that effect. Cine mode is, the top speed in cine mode is only like 9 miles an hour. And then sport mode I think is like somewhere between 33 and 35 miles an hour. If we take off in cine mode and we're going 9 or 10 miles an hour and we land, and then we relaunch and take off and the drone's only going 9 or 10 miles an hour, then we'll know that we're still in cine mode. But if it speeds up past that, up to 20 something miles an hour, then we'll know it's reverted back to normal mode. Somebody just pulled in behind us. I hope they don't own this place. But I got to go put out a couple of these landing pads so I can have a place to launch and land from. So we're going to test my skills again. I think we're in good shape here. There is a guy over there with a dog. I don't know if you guys can see this on camera or not, but there's a guy over there with a dog. So hopefully he doesn't wander over this way where I'm at. I'm going to take off from the back of the truck, go over there and see how fast I can get. And then we're going to land on one of them pads, take off again, and see what happens. Let's get Jack up in the air. Let's get him started. There he is. He's hovering good. Back and forth. You go left and right, or right and left. Up and down. I think he's going to do fine. All right, so let's get Jack up in the air here. Now we're in normal mode. I'm going to just do a demonstration here and show you how fast normal speed actually is. So we're going to go forward here. We're just going to go as fast as we can. And normal mode is, looks like 18, 19 miles an hour. All right, so we're flying around at 20 miles an hour right now. That's normal mode. So let me swap over to, well, let me spin around here first. That way we can come back. And I want to get into Cine mode. All right, so now we're over in Cine mode, and we're flying straight ahead. I think that the max speed is going to be around 9.5 miles an hour. Okay, 10. All right, so we're at 11.5 miles an hour. 12 miles an hour tops. Okay, I was wrong about the speeds. All right, so let's get Jack landed on this pad. Let me pull the gimbal down. Wow, I'm not even close. It's a repeat of last time. All right, man, just relax. You're going to get on there. Just chill out. Let me lower down to the ground a little bit so I can make sure that I'm set. All right, so I obviously have not improved since the last video. All right, we're going to land on this pad. Let me move to the right just a little bit. All right, land. Go ahead, Jack. You can land. All right, so we got on that pad. We landed in Cine mode. We're going to take off. We're going to turn around and go back, and we're going to see how fast we're actually going.
Take off.
Got Jack up in the air here. Well, he's looking right at the truck. We'll go up, and we're going to spin all the way around. I haven't changed it. It still says Cine mode. You can see that up in the upper left-hand corner as well. Once we get turned around, we're going to take off and see how fast we're actually going to go. Let me pull the gimbal down. It's kind of annoying to see that much sky. All right, you ready? And we're off. We are at a max speed of 13 miles an hour. That is definitely not normal mode. That is Cine mode, isn't it? I'm getting pixelation in the video again. But it looks like we're still in Cine mode, guys. Let me see if I can turn around any faster. Let me switch over to normal mode and see how fast I can control the yaw. It's a little bit faster, I guess. I couldn't really tell much of a difference. So let's go forward and we'll see how fast we are now that we're officially switched over into normal mode. So we're going a lot faster than 12 and 13 miles an hour. We're back up to the normal mode speed. Okay. Well, that's cool. Let's swap over to sport mode. Yeah, we'll swap over to sport mode. Whoa, see how fast that is? I never changed those settings back again. Man, this thing is sensitive. Let's see how fast we can go. Well, we're kind of low, so let's get up in the air a little bit, and we'll see how fast we can go in sport mode. I think it got to be up to 60 feet to get the true speed in sport mode. All right, so we're already at 25 miles an hour in sport mode. Working our way up to 32, 33, almost 35, well, over 35 miles an hour. Okay, so we're going to fly back. What GPS signal is weak? Let's fly back to the truck in sport mode too. We'll land again, and we'll see if we can take off in sport mode. There ain't no way I'm going to make it onto this landing pad in sport mode. Oh, that guy's got a dog right in front of me. There's a dog right in front of me now. That's not good. Maybe I'll just have to land on the truck. Yeah, I'm going to have to avoid that dog. All right, I'm going to land on the truck here. Look at that. That gimbal thing was fast. The gimbal's not letting me really do much here in sport mode. Let me spin back around so I can land on the truck. But I'm going to come down for a landing, and we're going to retake off in sport mode, and we're going to see what happens. Hopefully we can say that we're still in sport mode and it doesn't revert back to normal. So we're landing on the truck here. We had a perfect landing. I'm not going to change anything. I'm leaving it all set into sport mode here. Let me get started.
Take off.
Raise up in the air. I can already tell I'm still in sport mode. Oh yeah. I definitely am in sport mode. I have not reverted back to normal. Let's see, what about our speed here? Get our speed back up to 30. Oh yeah, we're in sport mode, there's no question. Alright, well let me get Jack landed back again and we'll have a little discussion about this. I'm kind of surprised about these results, for sure. Well, we've proven two things today. I think the first thing that we proved is I've pretty much verified that even in Cine mode, I'm a horrible pilot. And the second thing is we've proven that just because you land and launch your drone after you've already been flying, it doesn't revert back to normal mode. It stays in whatever mode that you're in. I was really surprised by these results. I was expecting the total opposite. Anyway, guys, I hope that you enjoyed the video. Appreciate you watching. Have a great week. God bless.